One of my favorite things as a pastor is to watch someone's imagination wake up and become their superpower. I want to tell you about my friend Larry. And Larry went to church his entire life. He was 70 years old and had been a lifelong committed member of his church. We started to do these experiments with church in the wild and church springing up in a running track and a burrito joint. And Larry experimented with some of those things and saw how vital and powerful they were. And so Larry came to my office one day and he had a conversation and he said, "Pastor, I'm boring. I don't do any of this exciting stuff. I don't go to tattoo parlors. I've been a Christian my whole life. I've gone to church." We got into a conversation and I asked Larry, "What do you do every week that you love to do? Who do you do that with? Where do you like to hang out?" And so Larry said, "Well, my main thing is I kind of go to the dog park on Saturdays. I got a couple regular friends that we meet there. We talk about sports and politics and the weather, and our dogs run around and play, and there's a little community there." And so I said, "Well, Larry, what if that little group of people, your friends that you know, what if you started to think about that as a way that you could have church right there and something that you love to do with people that you love to do it with?" And Larry's imagination was kind of awakened to this reality of, oh, I can share my faith. I can really tell my friends about this Jesus that I'm so passionate about. And I can bring church outside like the confines of the church compound, and I can actually create church right there in a dog park. And so Larry and I committed to partner together, and we got a little team, and I started joining Larry in the dog park on Saturday mornings. And we started Paws of Praise together. We're going to get humans and animals together, and we're going to get into this beautiful green space, this dog park, let our dogs play and share our faith together. And so this is church. It's just happened in a dog park. And Larry, a layperson at 70 years old, plants his own church. And it's a lot like church. The humans come in, have a passing of the peace. The dogs come in, have a sniffing of the butts. We try to never get that crossed up. And people do church as our dogs play. And Larry, who his whole life he's gone to church and memorized the creeds and prayed and heard the sermons, but now he's leading this little community. He's borrowing my commentaries every week and he's studying scripture and how do I present this and do that. And so Larry tells a Jesus story, very simple, couple minutes long. And then he just asks some questions like, if this Jesus story happened today, what would it look like? Larry led a conversation one time and said, if God was a dog, what kind of dog would God be? And I think God would be a pug, because pugs have to be carried around and worshiped at all times. And we had a conversation, but in the middle of that, Jesus was working, and people that don't go to church but were open to a conversation about our love for dogs and how God is at work in green spaces and nature came together and had church right there in a dog park. And that's a church. That's a church in the wild.